Hey, have you ever had a handful of hex nuts and a wrench and you just couldn't get in there to tighten them? Well, today on Idaho Fabricator, I'm going to show you how. Well, in case you haven't figured it out, I'm talking about putting threaded inserts in the frame. And the reason I can't get a wrench in there is, well, I boxed the frame in, so. But I wanted it boxed in because it looks cool and it adds some strength to my project. So today I'm going to show you a couple of ways of putting these inserts in so they're dead center in the holes. And the reason that you want them dead center in the holes is if you don't, and you just take your bolt and your nut and tighten it up, that tightening action actually twists the bolt over and it ends up rubbing against the outside of the hole. And so then every time you put it in and take it out, it's dragging on there. And a lot of times you have to use a wrench just to take it in and out instead of just being able to spin it in by hand. So the technique that I use to absolutely guarantee that the nut is centered in there before I weld it is you go to your hardware store and you get some of these. They're called countersunk Allen bolts. And you just get it in the thread you want. This is a 1/2 inch fine thread. And the way it works is as the nut goes in and it pinches the frame between the nut and the countersunk, this angled edge here self-centers the bolt in the hole. And then you just go ahead and weld the nut in, take it out, and your bolt threads in by hand, easy peasy. It's a super neat technique. It works great, and that's one idea. Now another idea, and I hate to admit it because I forget, you know, I got all these things on this truck that I'm trying to figure out, and I forget to put a hole in a certain spot, say for the fender bracket or something like that. So another technique is you get a unibit or a step drill. A unibit, I guess, is the brand, but it's a step drill. And it has all these different sizes on it. And you go to your hardware store and you get a flange head nut. Okay, whatever the thread is that you want for your project. And you take your, so pretend like this piece of steel is the frame and I wanted to put a nut in it. So I take the step drill and I'd run it down in here, but I wouldn't go all the way through. I'd leave a little ledge right there. And you kind of have to sneak up on it because you don't want to go too deep. And you go just enough so that the nut fits flush with the top. And then I just weld around the perimeter of that, grind it smooth, and I got a really nice, clean, sanitary looking, in fact, you'd never know that I forgot, which is why I like it. And so anyway, there's the other technique. I just want to share those with you. They work really good, and I hope these help you in your project that you're working on. And I would, I guess that's it. I got more videos coming. Please like and share and subscribe to my videos. And, you know, leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if there's some really cool ideas, I'm going to do a video on them. So, again, this is Idaho Fabricator. I'll see you next time. Take care.